In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to purchase and sell cryptocurrency on a cryptocurrency exchange. If you're a newcomer, I absolutely understand how it is tricky to set an order. You see all these different options of market order, buy and sell, limit orders, stop orders, and it can be pretty overwhelming if you are a newcomer in the space. So just to make sure that you take your time, get things right, I want to kind of do a super simple high-level overview of what you are looking at when you are on an exchange. You're seeing all these numbers and charts and colors, and it can be pretty overwhelming. So for this video, I'm going to do it on Binance.us. I'm also going to show you on Coinbase.com, and then I'll also show you Coinbase's other exchange, Coinbase Pro. Okay, so to kick things off, on Binance.us, we can see when we are sitting on the dashboard in the top left, we see trade. So what we'll do is we have three options. There's a basic trading option, the basic exchange. There's an advanced exchange with just some better analytics and views. And then we have OTC. OTC is over the counter. So if you are an accredited investor, you have maybe a massive amount of cryptocurrency you want to sell in bulk at one time, or you want to buy maybe $10,000 or more at a single time, maybe $20,000, buy or sell, this could be an option for you. With other websites right now, you typically need to have $100,000 to do a single buy or sell over the counter. With this and Binance US, which is why I talk about this exchange so much, not only is it regulated, but it actually allows everyday people with maybe smaller amounts to buy and sell in bulk. So I'll show you that. It's pretty exciting for anybody that is in the states that allow Binance.us. So first things first, let's go to the basic view. And we'll take our time here so it's not overwhelming. So every interface, albeit Kraken, KuCoin, Bitrue, Binance, they're all going to be similar. So if I show you here, you'll be able to trade on any of these exchanges. So notice right here, you can the lights are on. If you want to do the dark theme, you can click the moon. It'll be dark. For this example, we'll just keep the lights on. So we're going to click that. And what do we have? So right now we see BTC/USD. This is the trading pair that we have up currently. So you can choose any of these trading pairs. And then notice on this left, we see right here, all of this is moving, correct? This pink, this red are the sellers of the market. So you can see a total of 3,000 USD, 860 USD. And you can see the Bitcoin equivalent of this, and then the price of that Bitcoin on this market. Below, you can see the buyers of this market. So there's a lot of trading bots. There's actually a lot of market makers that are ensuring that there's plenty of buyers and sellers so that you and I can get in and out of the market easily. If we wanted to buy one Bitcoin, but nobody was selling one Bitcoin, we would not be able to buy one. So what's important is that there is liquidity in and out of the market at all times, bunch of buyers and sellers selling at different price points, even if it's only $1 difference in different amounts of Bitcoin for this example. So we refer to that as liquidity. You don't have to know the term, but I figured I would throw it out there just as a newcomer. Okay, so we have the BTC USD trading pair, and over here we can see US dollar, we can see Bitcoin, and then we have another option, which is typically the stablecoin, any stablecoin that is pegged to the US dollar. For this example, we see trading pairs on the right side of this slash. We have USDT, which is Tether, and we have BUSD, BUST. BUSD is Binance's stablecoin tied to the US dollar. So really, I mean, my personal preference would probably be trading with the USD trading pair right here. But if you did have a stablecoin like USDT, BUSD, anything like that, or even Bitcoin, you can trade those trading pairs. All right, so for this example, we're just going to be USD and any other cryptocurrency that we like. So we're in the USD column, and I have some starred, and these are in my favorites. So when I click star, these are just my favorites. I essentially have all of them favorited just because I was doing a lot of trading recently. So right here, we're just going to go to US dollar and say that we have US dollars and we wanted to buy a cryptocurrency. We can go through any of these. We can go to ADA, which is Cardano, and we can do the same thing. We can see there's sellers, there's buyers, and as long as they're moving and it seems like there's, a lot of price points moved, it seems like there's a decent amount of liquidity to do, say, a $200 purchase of ADA today. Okay. Also, before we talk about actually setting the order, I just want to show you what we're seeing here. Keep in mind, we are just under the trade portion of basic. We are under basic. So notice you have the chart view here. If you did want to look at the actual candles and moving averages on the hourly for 1H, 1D is 1 day, weekly, monthly. I personally do not ever use the chart on the exchanges just because it lags and I just don't like the user interface whatsoever. So I personally recommend creating an account here on TradingView. I have a link in the bottom of this video description. Please check that out. It is completely free. I do pay for my TradingView account because I upgraded it just so I can have multiple charts of multiple currencies up at a single time, set alerts for trading, and really just get real-time views and be able to manipulate it and look at the whole view. And this is just on a daily, and have different tools and utilize it and just try to make the best decision for myself. So notice that Bitcoin currently right now is 10,500 and we are on the daily, and the daily is closing in 57 minutes. Pretty cool. So we'll go back to the chart. You can utilize this. I don't whatsoever. And then you can also click depth here. Notice these are the buy and sell walls. You can play with the sizing by scrolling your mouse or just manually clicking and dragging. Just wanted to show that. So now let's talk about what we came here for, is buying and selling cryptocurrency. So we are on the Ethereum USD pair, and we want to, for this example, buy Ethereum. So currently we have the buy option right here. This whole left portion is buying. This whole right side is selling. So obviously we will be on the left side. So there are really two options that you guys will need to know as a complete newcomer, and these are limit orders and market orders. So right here, this is going to be a market order, and we'll just click the market column. This will be the easiest one if you guys just want to purchase your crypto, sell it at market rate, and be done with it. So for example, if we had 5 Ethereum, I would type in 5 here, the amount of Ethereum I want to sell, and I would hit buy, the amount that I want to buy. So if I want to buy 5 Ethereum, current market rate is around here, $342, and I would just click buy and be done with it. Same concept if you had a fraction or you wanted to buy a fraction of it. If you wanted to buy 0.432 or 435, you just hit buy and it would go at the going rate, and there would be maybe a small transaction fee. Wouldn't really worry about it, typically negligible. So now I want to talk about limit orders. This is something that I use as a trader a lot more than market buys or market orders. So we're going to click the limit tab up here. And now we see we can still buy ETH on the left and sell ETH on the right. The cool thing about this is we can actually just set a price, and if Ethereum touches that price, we will buy or sell it. Instead of having to sit there all day and wait for the price that you want with a market order, some people are just impatient and they don't want to have an order just sitting there just in case, so they just want to buy it or sell it and be done with it. That's fine. If you are a trader and you wanted to wait for the right opportunity, you can do this as well. So, current price is $343 per Ethereum. Let's say that I thought that I could buy Ethereum at a discount in the coming week, and I just didn't know when, and I wanted to set this trade and walk away from my computer and not stress. Let's say that my chart on TradingView told me that Ethereum, when I clicked it over here, let's say that Ethereum told me that it was going to go down to maybe $320. So I'll go away from TradingView, I'll go back to here and say, you know what, I'll offer to purchase Ethereum at, if it hits $320, I'm under the buy section still. And notice I only have $1.26 in my trading account. So I'm just going to say 100% of that, 100% of, my amount. If I had more, if I had $50, I would type 50 in, and you would see, what kind of rate you would get. So let's pretend I had $1,500 right here. And notice this would get me at $320 out of Ethereum. It would get me roughly 4.6 Ethereum if this price came down. Now, what I would do is I would hit buy, but you also need to have that money in USD on this account. And it would actually show up down here when you scroll. Notice I can actually click this green button. There's a red, so it's all buys as soon as it loads. So this is all the buys and orders. So there's orders down here at $309. So if Ethereum hits 309, or let's do this 310, they're offering to buy 51 Ethereum right there. Isn't that crazy? So 51 Ethereum, that's an equivalent to $15,815. So these are all the limit orders that are set on an exchange that are purchases because they're green, they're buys, they're going to push the price up ideally in due time. Now we can click this, and this is the red. This is the sell order. So now we know that current price, last traded price as it says was 343. Look at all this selling pressure. All these guys are going to sell if it hits 365, if Ethereum hits 351, and then you can see the amount of Ethereum it is and the US dollar equivalent, $5,700, $3,000. Almost $50,000. So you can see that type of pressure. And so when you do click depth over here, you can see who's higher, which buy walls. So right now there's a lot of buy walls. Might short term on an hourly push the price up just a little bit. So that's a good sign. So if you see a bunch of buying, typically it could be a sign of it going up. I'm not really going to get in the trading right now because I don't want to get everything convoluted. All right. So as we know, we can set this order if we like it. We can also play with the price and just get really comfortable with this. If we said, oh, I don't know if Ethereum's going to go all the way down to say $320, I just want to make sure I buy some in the first place. So let's not be greedy. Let's just promise to buy Ethereum at $335 with my $1,500. So let's make sure this is all inputted. And let's just pretend that I had, my $1,500 here. So I'm going to type that in as soon as it loads, and it would offer me about 4.47 Ethereum total. I would click buy. This would show up here. If you did it over here and wanted to sell Ethereum at a certain price, a higher price, it would show up over here. And so when you scroll down, you can see your open orders in your exchange. And I know this can be confusing, but typically if you're just doing market buys and sells, you should have no problem. Once you start playing with bigger money and want to be really competitive, that's when I recommend limit orders. If you are simply accumulating and you just want to get it when the price is there, that's awesome. Buy your crypto, send it to cold storage, store it, and don't worry about it, and just hold it for, a good amount of time for the future. All right, so the open orders will show up here, and you'll notice if they've been filled or completed or not. If you changed your mind and you didn't want to buy it or you didn't want to sell it at that point, you could literally click a cancel button when it's over here. The same concept for, if you can see the status of it. So it would say filled. If it was completed, boom. And then when you would check your wallet balance, you would be able to go to your balance and see that you have now 4.4 Ethereum. Next, I'm going to show you guys my personal preference. This is advanced. Then we'll go over the counter, and then we'll show you how easy it is to trade on another exchange like Coinbase. So we'll click advanced. This is essentially the same as the basic view, has all of the same key points, similar template, just a different type of user interface. Notice placing order, buying and selling. We can do a market order, we can do a limit order, same concepts. And notice you can even deposit and withdraw if you did not have enough funds right here. Super simple, just wanted to show you that. Notice open orders right here, your order history, trade history, and your funds. Same concept with here. Remember that I just prefer to use TradingView instead of dealing with all of this if I'm going to be drawing trend lines or anything like that. All right, now, under trade OTC, this is probably the coolest feature of Binance.us in particular. Same thing goes for Binance.com. So we're going to click OTC over the counter. So welcome to Binance US OTC trading portal. Again, this is for any of you big buyers or sellers. This is a great way to exit the market potentially or use Kraken.com. Completely up to you. Just want to show you the capability right here. So for this example, we're going to keep it super simple. We can buy or spend. Notice I want to buy, I want to sell. Pretty easy to figure out, and I encourage you guys to play with this type of interface as well before using it with real money. So we have Bitcoin. You can pick your options of crypto that you want to purchase. Let's just do Bitcoin and just keep it simple. And if I wanted to buy Bitcoin, and let's say I wanted to buy one whole Bitcoin, you could do 15, you could do a fraction, whatever you want. But just to show you the competitive rates, let's say I wanted to buy one Bitcoin, and let's see what the market rate that they're going to give me when I give a quote. The quote is going to be timed, so it will give me a certain amount of time to either accept or deny. So if I accept it, the purchase will go through right away, provided I have my funds in the exchange ready to go. If not, it will not go through. So I have one Bitcoin, I want to buy, let's see what the rate is. Click, get quote. And one Bitcoin, 10,475. Let's see the current rate. Is that competitive? 10,489. That's a good deal. So then I would click accept or purchase. Notice that I do not have any US dollar in this account, so it would not obviously allow me to because the funds are insufficient. But if I did have my account fully funded, this would be a great deal and a great price. Same concept. Let's do 10 BTC and get a quote, and let's just see what they offer me. So remember, we go to TradingView, see the real life price. That's a good deal in my book. Get quote for 10. And notice I still won't have sufficient funds, but I'm just curious what it would offer me. 10,480. Notice in bulk it does get a bit, better, less. It really just depends on the market liquidity. In my mind, that's a good deal. So I would accept that right away. So let me know your thoughts. You guys can play with this same concept if you wanted to sell and you had XRP and you wanted to sell 100,000 XRP. And let's just get a quote. So for 100,000 XRP currently, it would offer me 23,182. This quote expires in 7 seconds, and it's up to me to, choose, and shows the price per coin right for you. Super convenient. All right. Now let's show you Coinbase. This is extremely easy for all of you on a mobile application or Coinbase.com. The trading is very easy, but the fees are not my favorite compared to any other exchange. So we'll go up to click trade, obviously. Click trade. Notice it gives me the option to buy. I do not want to buy, I want to convert. So we're going to click convert. And I do not have any Bitcoin balance, so let's pick a crypto where I'm holding a balance. Notice I only have about $370 of, or actually just $138 of XRP right here. I have the rest of the XRP in a little vault, which is kind of like a Coinbase wallet. Just testing the functionality as I've said in a previous video. So let's click XRP, and I want to send or convert or trade some of this XRP into another currency of my choice. So let's pick, let's do either the US dollar stablecoin, or we can do something like Algorand, Chainlink, super simple. So let's do Chainlink. So we see how much XRP we have, $138 worth. We could say, let's convert 100 US dollars worth of that into Chainlink and get me, about 11 Chainlink. Yeah, or you can also just manually click all if you'd like. So completely up to you. So let's just click convert all. It's going to get me a new rate. So notice my $138, my $137 would get me about 15.4 Chainlink. So now it's giving me the order preview. It's up to me if I want to confirm this or not, or wait for a better exchange rate. Notice the exchange rate right here is 0.025. Completely up to you guys. Coinbase, this type of trade is extremely easy because you can go to any trading pair, but it does come with fees and huge spreads, so do not be fooled. Just wanted to show that functionality. Another option for you, notice that Binance and every other exchange you're going to see have these types of obviously exchange looks, whether it's a basic or advanced exchange view. This is the standard that you're going to see on every cryptocurrency exchange website. There's going to be an option to do a market order, a limit order, buying and selling. So bottom line is Kraken, KuCoin, Bitrue, they're all going to have this. So if you can master it here, you can master it everywhere else. Notice that Coinbase actually does have their own in-house exchange, and it's on a different website. It is actually on pro.coinbase.com. Then you will log in. As you can see in the top right, I am logged in, and it has the same functionality, the same look as Binance. Notice market, limit, stop orders, buying, selling. You can pick your cryptocurrency of your choice here. So super similar. You can pick the max amount that you want to sell. You see the spread, you see the current market rate. So all super similar. I just recommend you get familiar with this and pick an exchange. I typically do not use Coinbase Pro. I'm not talking badly about it. It is just not my personal preference. I like trading on some other exchanges as well. Just wanted to share this, and I just recommend getting familiar, diving in, and just getting really familiar with all of these assets, exchanges, and just understand the pros and cons that come with each exchange. Some exchanges have different cryptocurrencies. Some exchanges have different pairs. Why do I like Bitrue.com? Because they actually have the most XRP pairings. With any currency, I could have a random crypto and I'll be able to sell it for XRP directly. I like that. That is convenient, and as an XRP holder, that attracts me. So there's a variety of reasons. Coinbase might be heavier with fees than another exchange, completely up to the actual user. So we're just simply letting the market decide. Just wanted to show that. Overall, I trust Binance.us. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully this helped clear some things up. If you're a newcomer, market orders and limit orders are the way to go. Just keep it super stupid simple. Thanks.